Hi everyone, I'm Jalene Andrews. This is The Law Down, where personal injury attorney Brooke Goff shares advice on important legal topics. Brooke, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, so a car accident can become even more complicated if it happens while you're on the job. What's your first piece of advice to people who maybe are in an accident while they're on the clock?
Hire a lawyer. And I say no matter what the situation is, hire a lawyer. We get paid on a contingency, so there's nothing you're going to lose if you're injured, of course. But I'll tell you, you need to hire the right lawyer, because you need to hire a lawyer that understands workers' compensation, because that's what you have if you are working, unless you're a 1099 employee. If you are working and you get into a car accident, you have two cases. You have a workers' compensation case and you have a third-party case. If you choose not to bring the workers' compensation case because I'm afraid of what my employer might do, your third-party case, the car accident case, is going to suffer, because as a victim, you have a duty to mitigate your damages. So that's why it's required in Connecticut that if you have health insurance, you must use it. Well, workers' compensation is a form of health insurance. It's looked at as that, and they give you wages. So if you choose, I want to save my employee relationship with my employer, which they can't do anything without being penalized anyways, to you, then you're going to take a huge hit on your case. So you need to bring both cases, workers' comp and third party. The workers' compensation case, the accident wasn't your fault. The insurance company for your employer is going to get most of that money back that they pay out, but you have to bring the case because it's a mitigation of damages issue. So I would tell you, hire a lawyer, period. You need to make sure that you communicate to your employer right away. Hey, I was hurt, I got in a car accident. You have to make sure you get the police report, especially for these types of cases, exchange information. And then we treat the car accident case like any other car accident case, and we treat the workers' comp case like any other workers' comp case. So they drive on their own paths until they hit the roundabout, and then they merge, right? And having the right lawyer, being able to, that's a step up. That's more than just a, hey, I'm a high volume lawyer, we do tons of da-da-da-da-da.
Sure.
Like, you need skill. My office does it. We do a lot of them. Yeah. And it's one thing that sets us apart from everybody else, because we get great results. And I think act, don't talk, but I think our actions and our talking line. But you have to understand that you have to be able to manage that merger, because if you mess it up, the client could be forced paying somebody back. It could affect benefits. It's a big old mess. So.
And very quickly before we go, does it matter if you're driving your personal car versus a company car?
No. It only matters for underinsured, uninsured motorist purposes, because that goes to the car, but it doesn't. And I will tell you and leave you with one thing. When most people are afraid that their employer is going to fire them when something happens, they can't. Well, they could, but then they're going to hit a retaliation suit. It doesn't happen. Employers want their employees to be okay so they can come back to work. But choosing the right lawyer for these cases also ensures that, and a lawyer that has experience ensures that that employee-employer relationship stays intact and positive. You don't want a lawyer that's going to give your employer's insurance company a hard time. You want a lawyer that understands that that's my employee's employer. We're going to play nice in the sandbox. We're on the same team. And a lot of lawyers have not figured it out and can't figure it out. And that's again what sets us apart. So.
All right, Brooke, as always, thanks so much for your advice. A lot of important information. And don't forget, you can always learn more by visiting gofflawgroup.net. For CT Buzz, I'm Jalene Andrews.